soon as that orb gets thrown out, Phobos is going to do, diving him under the tower. The silence is not enough to kill the Spiderlings off. Chases deeper, has the web there. This solo kill would be massive, but he's tanking the tower. Has to be careful. Afterlife orbs back. Is he going to jaunt? No siree, he heads to the south. Phobos able to pass through these webs for a moment. Now he gets it. The rotation comes now from the clockwork, cleaned up. Basically a solo kill by Phobos in the end.
Definitely needs to watch his orb usage.
That is real big. All of a sudden he's very close to level 6. And does get us a sizable advantage here in the left now. Have they been stacking for the TA yet? Yeah, we do see Ancients starting to get stacked up now. So, I mean, despite on paper the lane's looking a little rough for Spirit, they managed to work things pretty well. Yeah, they've done very well with the way that they matched it up. Drow Ranger is suffering a bit in that offlane, to be kind of expected. Yeah, offlane Drow isn't really the greatest. Just Vega had to make some kind of adjustment when the Brood pick was grabbed. Of course, that the question is really going to be for Spirit, like how do they transition to the mid game, given something you really harped on in the draft is like there's very little synergy between a lot of these heroes. Yeah, like Clockwork Void, no synergy between them. TA really. Void, TA Clock. Yeah. Like the nice thing is Clock can start a fight and then Void can follow up with the counter initiation, but between the two of them there's not real synergy other than that. And obviously the Brood is just going to play her own solo game for the most part. Yeah, Brood doesn't really help in that. Stupendous! Lane push at least. Slight kill opportunity here maybe with that Gust hit, but still they're a little light on the damage department. Drow has gone for this early Rain of Health pickup. Yeah, not getting the Wraith Bands or anything to help boost his other two lanes is a bit curious. Is just rushing the Force Staff? Yeah, more than likely. Just having the safe regen for the off. Since he's in off lane, he feels like he needs extra regen, but then, yeah, building toward that Force Staff. But I still do think that he should be buying, you know, Wraith Bands. The whole point of it is to pick this Agi, or these ranged heroes, so that you can get the damage bonus. But they only have plus 17 right now, or plus 12 from the Drow at the moment. So the TA's just wrecking the mid lane, 50 and 25. Yeah. And they've been stacking well for Iceberg. He's going to be fat this game. How scary is a farm TA, like, given these hero matchups? It can be extremely scary. Like, Witch Doctor can just get blown up. The Witch Doctor versus TA is a sad matchup. Drow Ranger as well can die. It's just like Terrain Protector and Storm Spirit should be pretty survivable versus the TA, but as long as she doesn't snowball out of control, but it looks like that might be the case. Well, the real U does go down bottom. Chrono expended. Going to Chrono there. Yeah, lanes are looking rough actually for Vega. They gotta make some type of adjustments. Puck is now level 7 and he went for the 4-3 build. He has 0 in coil, 0 in phase shift. And he can't, I guess the Storm could go top, but you can't really leave that lane. It's going to get pushed down super quickly otherwise. They move on to Slayer. FNG continues to be effective on his roaming Clockwork. He'll find the kill. G wants to punish this. Gets that last overload proc, but now he's out of mana. He has a little bit of extra regen from the Soul Ring, but he jumps right into the trap and into the waiting arms of Iceberg. No shrine for him. Down he goes. Big pickoff. Bit unfortunate. Trap was there, but he may have died anyway, to be honest. Drow just very much suffering though, still in this offlane. He's almost level 6, so that'll make a well, the added damage bonus for his teammates will help, but he's getting jumped on again. Oh no! If he gets a bash, the real U is done for. Even without it, it's going to be close with this liquid fire. They had the TPG in for this, and he doesn't have a counterplay. This means free damage on the tower mid for Iceberg. Chewing through it, the refraction's going to cool down soon. He's already got a glyph. A 4-hero conga line just descends on the mid lane. They're even bringing the Drow for an Iceberg gank. Vega are desperate to mix up these lanes, and they committed a smoke for this, but Iceberg is wise to it. Now they're like, where do we go? What do we do? Nobody's farming bottom. Storm is just going to settle on mid, and all the while, Phobos is clearing out this top lane as Afterlife has had to make a long journey back to the wall. He's even had to buy Arcane Boots for the extra bit of regen early. So all kinds of odd adjustments required from Vega to try and stabilize these lanes, and Spirit are just farming. Yeah, the adjustments are not really working so far. About a 3k gold advantage already going for Team Spirit, and now Drow Ranger feels lost in a way. He doesn't
she doesn't really know where to go. She doesn't want to be parked in that off lane anymore because Chronosphere is going to be up. She is up already. And she cannot go versus Broodmother top. So she has to jungle, which is not efficient right now. Especially when you've gone for like this Ring of Health build. Exactly. It's terrible at jungling. I don't really agree with it. I really think he should have gotten the Wraith Bands early on.
Maybe you go back for it later, but
yeah.
You at least got to get a couple of Wraith Bands.
Hey, I mean, it's not just for yourself. It's you know, you pick the Drow for your team. So Afterlife top, getting pressured by spiders, but he's gonna do the farm most of them there actually. So he's gone to the 4-4-0 build. He's now level 9. All right, okay. This is a new one to me. But he's just thinking more about the lane rather than any rotations.
Right, it also means, though, like, he's not available to go around and punish tower dives or really do much of anything. He's just here to farm.
I mean, it's pretty unexpected, too, right? Like, he's level 9 and he's, like, killing all of your spiders.
Afterlife also means no phase shift here. FNG dropping the cog.
He now has skilled the coil, though. Since he's level 9, he was holding on to that point for a while. And it's still just a Drow Ranger jungling, doing some Ancients. Trying to find what she can.
Yeah, well, Iceberg, this is a hero that can actually jungle. He's about to get a Desolator.
Yeah, he's got Deso finished already. Sub 12 minutes. Level 12 as well. Or she's level 12 on the Templar Assassin.
You almost never see TA do this well, and you certainly don't see it when you're against a Drow Storm in the mid lane.
Yeah. FNG's early start in that mid really surged Iceberg having such an incredible start.
All of a sudden, I'm pretty worried for Vega. They're down 5,000 gold.
They ideally wanted to be able to win at least one lane. Like maybe like 1.5. You know, like the Storm TA matchups, it can go both ways. But with the Clockwork starting mid, it threw a complete wrench in that one. Storm got pretty handled, I'd say, because TA is level 13 to a level 9 Storm, which is pretty absurd discrepancy there.
Yeah, you'll usually see the TA a decent amount ahead with the Ancient farming, but not
that much. It's pretty absurd. But Drow Ranger just doesn't have a place to go. They wanted this bottom lane to win hard, but it didn't. It came out actually even, if not behind.
They're going to get bodied in the mid game if they don't do something, though, because the Void's going Midas, the TA can turbo farm, the Brood is so out of control already.
And he's building straight into the 4-step on the Drow Ranger. No Wraith Bands, no Aquila, nothing. So that's very bizarre to me.
At this point, it feels like the only real saving grace for Vega has to be the Storm getting out of control.
Yeah, or some big kind of team fight, because they still have that kind of combo when they get their 6 on Witch Doctor. They have Coil, they have good spells as long as the Chronosphere doesn't catch them perfectly. I like that Drow Ranger's going for 4-staff, of course, versus Clockwork and everything, but yeah, just having none of those early stats is definitely hurting the other lanes.
Orchid is up now. Hey, Afterlife, how you doing? The hook shot, not on point, but it doesn't really matter. FNG finds the 1 kill. They can potentially chase after Silent, looking for another. They're diving this Witch Doctor. They would love for someone to come fight the Brood Mama's army with no one there to kill it. Easy double kill. And that is the power of the naked Orchid Rush. Not a build you see too much of nowadays, but I think you mentioned it, that it's just so good against the Puck and the Storm.
Yeah, it's incredibly good this game. I'm actually feeling like Vega needs to start like...
They are mega screwed. The real you now, Chrono to Macro Pired. They have no solution for this Chrono.
I think they need to be sitting behind people. They need to be grouping up. They can't be doing this anymore where they're sitting in like 3 different lanes. This is how they're just going to get super punished by these overfarmed heroes on Spirit. I mean, 7,000 gold lead already going for Spirit. These lanes are an absolute nightmare for Vega. Drow Ranger has no place to go. Bottom lane, bad score, looking to get gone on. This should be a nice, easy pickup for Vega, so at least they get one.
Something for G. Still a long way to go for that Bloodstone.
Blink already, 2 on TA. So
they're diving.
Desolator.
Oh, hey, how you doing, Afterlife? Quick dive. Likely to drop to the Soul Burn and done for. Well, throw out the dust. That's all he can really do in the end is, well, G, the one here that can move around a little more freely is pressuring the bottom tower, but meanwhile, TA, I think her blink is complete. Yeah, the blink dagger on its way, and they're not going to wait for it. They hook in onto the real you. Drow in all kinds of trouble. The slash damage coming through. Good job there with the side blades, but went before the blink. So
they went before the blink, and there's no extra mana on the Clockwork, so can't cog, can't battle, so the chase down.
I mean, now Drow really has no home. Like TA can solo kill her, Void with a +1 can kill her. The Clock 1+1 can kill her. If she goes to the Brood's lane, the Brood can kill her. Giannis, this is a homeless Drow Ranger. That is for damn sure.
I don't know where she really goes because the top side of the map is gone. Top side of the map is 100% Team Spirits now because there's Brood Mother there and the lane went so in favor of her that now they have to just, I think they have to just group. They have to go for some like 5-man plays with the coil.
And you're 5-manning into Void.
Yeah.
That's a little scary. It is about 30 seconds until the chrono's up, but if they commit too far and he's able to counter-initiate, this could be disastrous. Bird does CG jumping around with the regen room.
Bottom lane. Drow is spotted. Chronosphere online in 15.
10 seconds.
No. BCZ was pinging it out already. He's like, this Drow thinks he can lead.
And the beauty is that Spirit are just free to flex up here in the top lane. They've got the Spiderling army on G. This area is not safe if they can just get the Orca with the Cog pushback. He's done for it. Well, he does fall away. That means Tree gets eaten up by those pesky Spiderlings. Now Afterlife in danger. Orb stack. And the slaughter is on. They dive forward. FNG trying to get to work with the Frost Arrows, but Brood quickly deals with her with the incapacitating bite. Out of position. Out of options. Down for the count. Now into Afterlife. Almost finished off here. He will not be able to get away. It's a very low level phase shift. Only level 1. So he's dead. Then Silence dead. And Team Spirit are on the verge of 4 games in a row. This one is completely cooked.
I think this game's actually just over.
GG. I mean, it actually feels that bad.
It's a good Storm game, but
Brood has a Blink Orchid. It's no longer a good Storm game. Like, he's nowhere near a Bloodstone.
On Brood?
Yeah, he just bought one.
Oh, it's at the base. Okay, yeah. I was like, what? Holy crap, yeah. He's so farmed on Brood Mother. And
Puck is food, Storm is now food, Drow is obviously food.
And the map is getting limited even more and more because Max Liquid Fire pushing towers and this Templar Assassin being so super farmed. Almost level 17, 17 minutes. Oh man. As a Drow lineup, you want to be winning the early game and you're getting absolutely demolished right now. And you have no place to go. Your whole map is now.
And I don't think you have late game either. It's a Midas Void, it's a TAU scale super hard.
Yeah. I mean, sure, they have. It's a, it can be a good Storm game unless you just get 3-shotted in fights, which looks like it's going to be the case with this stream.
FNG wants to make the committed jump here. They can bring in Phobos for the Blink Silence.
They're pinging.
And Storm is asking for it. The hook follows him right through the lightning. And now the Silence comes in, and it looks like with the lockdown, they will be able to secure the kill. Team Spirit massacring Vega, who came into today having the advantage of being able to sit in the lower bracket finals, await the winner of that previous series, but Spirit, they just have something going for them now. This team, all the momentum in the world, up 15-3, up 16,000 gold at 17.5 minutes against a Drow lineup. We're on the cusp of moving into the grand finals for CIS.
Yeah. Vega is looking very disconnected, though, I do have to say. I don't see them making like the duo rotations with the 2 supports. Their draft looks okay. I know the Brood Mother really threw a wrench in everything, but they just seem to not be making the first moves or everything. It's Team Spirit just having all this much more like cleverness in their game plan. You know, the Clockwork starting mid, Vega started with a full tri-lane in bottom, completely messed up everything when they had to try to make the rotations. Then Drow Ranger gets pressured as well. It just seems like a lot of mistakes coming out from Vega. Spirit also playing pretty out of their minds with very minimal mistakes.
Oh, about to get a lot harder for Vega now as the Roche is quickly brought down. They can start to threaten high ground. They do have 4 staff complete on the TA. Hurricane Pike not far off at all.
Feels bad. Playing with Drow Ranger lineup, and the enemy team takes Roche before you and has taken pretty much all of your outer towers already. Sub 20 minutes.
And with this, like, it's one thing if the Drow struggles, but as soon as the Brood went for that build, like, Puck and the Storm are also immediately shut down by it, so now you've got 3 cores but can't do anything instead of just 1. Drow only now completed your 4 staff. Oh my god, Iceberg! 2 shots?
3-shotted, yeah.
3 shots would have been enough. And they're now applying the split push pressure here.
Makes level 18 Templar Assassin in 18 minutes.
And going in on the Silent, the cast timed well right as he was blinking forward, so not going to die off of that, but still, Spirit are so free to do whatever they want. Afterlife pops out the dust, that's about all he can do. The coil was committed, but the tier 3's down mid. Spirit in full flex mode, looking for the takedown on the real you. Can't quite get the kill. Now the cast Maybe the turnaround. Storm balling in. He's like, screw this, man. I'm out. Finally, BZZ. Macro there. Connects on 2. Phobos dropping the web. Looking to get in. You can see the anti-synergy for Spirit. No one can really go into that chrono. But it doesn't matter. As soon as it ends, Iceberg begins the pain trade. Now diving forward. Give BZZ a bash. For Christ's sake, the man has earned one at this point, Iceberg. 3 down. Afterlife, meanwhile, trying to jaunt away into the trees. And Iceberg's going deeper. He's going to the tier 4s. It will be an Ultra. He wants Afterlife as well. The Rampage is nigh. Iceberg killed. Maybe the GG will save Afterlife. Maybe the Well will do it. He blinks in deeper with the 4-step. Looking for the finish. The Agent pops. And Mercy, I suppose, for the puck. But, brutal for Vega.
Domination, honestly, across the board. FNG's like small little movements, making a bit of the difference, but it's just this type